You came home from work, took off your shoes, lie on a couch, and pull out your phone to watch funny cat videos. You think you've done your absolute best for the day, that you deserve a break. You then scroll past the David Goggins video telling you to go to the gym. You get inspired for 10 minutes. You grab your gym bag and headed to the gym. You jump on a treadmill and jog for 5 minutes, feeling great. You then started to push some weight around with minimal amount of effort and stop after you feel slightly sore. In about 20 minutes, you've decided that you've done enough and you pack your bags and went home. You got home, eat, shower, and went to bed and repeat the cycle all over again the next day. You convince yourself that you've tried your best and not seeing results. You try to put out the flame of ambition and self-awareness by drowning yourself in excuses and pleasure. You started to believe that successful people, great people, are born with advantages, that they have more time than you, that they didn't have to go through what you're going through, and if they did, they'll perish just like you. And when those who have less than you ended up making it, you discredit them because you think they must have scammed their way up. They must have done something immoral because there's no way they can get there. You summarize your past experiences and developed a limiting belief that it's impossible to get rich, it's impossible to get in shape, it's impossible to become successful, at least for yourself. And you lowered your standards you set for your life when you were still young and ambitious, from getting rich, buying supercars, mansions, to I just want to live and have a happy family. I just want to do what makes me happy. I just want to pursue my passions. You've redefined your definition of success. However, there are critical moments throughout the day when your true deep self-conscious is speaking to your mind and reminding you the fact that you're not doing enough. It's telling you the truth that you've been ignoring because it's uncomfortable. Those moments when you wake up and you're sitting on the side of your bed, you're staring at the wall, the distance you drive alone, stuck in traffic, your shower thoughts, and those insomniatic nights you can't fall asleep staring at the ceiling. What do they have in common? They form awareness. These are the times that your true self is speaking, reminding you the raw, unfiltered truth that reveals who you are, that you're not doing enough, that you're not living up to your expectations, that you can do more, you have more, because you can be more, you're better than this. The lies that you keep telling yourself and the people around you, that I've tried my absolute best and failed, that I can't because I wasn't born privileged, or I didn't have the time or resources like they did. You might be able to fool those around you, those who share the same belief, the same mentality, the same upbringing, but deep down you can't fool yourself. And you're most certainly not fooling those who are successful, the ones that built an empire from the ground up, the ones that got up when they got knocked down, and the ones that persevere through adversity. Why am I telling you this? There's been multiple moments in my life where I know I'm not doing enough, where I know I should stop wasting my precious 20s chasing pleasure and temporary comfort. Although I didn't do anything too crazy like partying, drinking, clubbing, getting addicted to narcotics, but I feel guilty simply wasting time in scrolling and watching YouTube videos, instead of being productive because it's uncomfortable and boring. There have also been times when I know my job never satisfied me. I'm not getting appreciated for my work when working 12 hours and only making $150. Yet the feeling of exhaustion from physical labor makes me believe that I've tried. It makes me think that I deserve some sort of leisure because I already put in the work. I worked so hard for that paycheck, I started doing what everyone else is doing. Work-life balance, right? I thought I'd get to spend my weekends having fun, deloading, stress relieving, because I treat work as a punishment and fun is my reward. But the truth is, I'm only running on autopilot. I'm just doing what I used to do day in and day out, lying to myself that work is exhausting, that I gave it all, and I deserve a break. But once I realized that the structure in which I built my life around wasn't stable and I was going nowhere, I changed. And when I did, I noticed how much time I actually have and how much I actually wasted. I see the full picture of the mountain I have to climb and how far down I am currently at. I started to take things more seriously, which meant putting in more effort. I trained rigorously in the gym. I spent hours upon hours actually working towards a goal. But most importantly, I judged my efforts based off of my results. Because nobody cares how hard you worked. They only care about results. That's the unfortunate reality that we live in. If I didn't do 100 push-ups today, then I'm not trying. If I didn't get an A on that test, then I failed. If I didn't get up after the first alarm, then I'm lazy. And it's through this approach that I finally start to see progress, because it passes all the blame to myself. And if the results aren't satisfied, then I didn't try my best. I know it's easy to talk goals, post motivations, talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and quit right after when it gets hard, quit when you don't feel like it. People often say, stop dreaming, be realistic, but if I'm working towards something I truly desire, and it's possible, and I'm seeing results, and I'm making the necessary sacrifices just to see a slight bit of result, who's being unrealistic here? And I've learned a very important lesson. You know that dream that you keep thinking about, the one that keeps you awake at night? You will never get there if you don't trade your time, energy, and effort for it. You will never achieve what you want if there's no progress to be made. And guess what? You will never be able to fool anyone with your results. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below, and thank you for your undivided attention.